What's up? I think I'm live. Sorry, I had to use my webcam. I want to do it from my phone, but guess I'm not capable yet due to just starting my channel. So hopefully as I get more subscribers, I'll be able to do it from a better camera. I'm going to give everybody some time to come find me because I know some people were going to. So if you guys want to actually say hi and let me know you're here, that would be awesome. Had some really cool stuff coming through for this live today too. So let me know. Again, sorry about the crappy camera. YouTube, right? Can't go live on my smartphone until I think I have more subscribers. So that's okay. Let's just hope the camera does a body good today. Right? So like I said, lately I've been kind of channeling all of my videos, and they took a turn. I no longer just chat. I've been doing a lot of meditations during them. So for those who are going to join me today, I'm going to channel a live meditation that came through from Sandolphin. And he shows up as a seraphim angel for me. So I'm going to do that. Pull some general cards, but I'm realizing I really don't need the cards, you guys. So in the end, it might be possible I pull for some people. We'll see how it all goes. I'm going to give some people time to come on and see me. I've been doing them on my Facebook page, but for whatever reason, the higher powers that be keep pushing YouTube. So here I am. I hope everybody can hear me, and I hope everybody can see me. From my view, my camera's blurry, but I don't know. Seems like when I get close, it's not. So, hi, thanks for joining me. Come on in. So today is Earth Day. Everybody, Earth Day, and that's amazing. I remember back when I was in school, we would always plant a tree or do something like that. But I thought that I would be channeling information about, the Earth solely, but I didn't. So this one's a little surprising. Not only is it Earth Day, we're going into a new moon, everybody, and new moons are perfect for manifesting. Okay, so the whole world right now has been going through a lot of changes, mass awakening. And according to my guides, there's more changes to come. So, it's been like a process of preparation, I guess you could call it. But now we're being put in a really good place to create our magic, to start manifesting, to start bringing in what we want to create. And what a perfect opportunity. I know some of us have had to start new businesses. And let me tell you, that's not easy. That's not easy to do in this type of world right now. It's not easy to do in general, especially to have an unwarranted fire lit under your butt and said, now go do this, right? So for all of us who have been put in that position, myself included, more power to us. But now is the time to really put out what you want. That's what a new moon is good for. So a way to do that is set out your intentions. But what I'm going to say is, even without releasing everything and healing everything, as long as you raise your vibration right before you manifest and manifest from your heart space, you can create magic very, very, very quickly. Okay, so that's all you really have to do. Raise your vibration and manifest from your heart space. Nowhere else. And what do I mean by that? If there's chatter going on, you're not really in your heart space. Okay. Our heart space really creates everything. Our heart space really brings about everything that we want and need. It's our mind that kind of writes the plans. Hi, Pamela. Yay. You commented and I saw it. That's awesome. I'm so glad you're here. Are you staying up until the God hours of the night there for me, Miss Pamela? That's like super late there. Was it 10 o'clock? Woo, my trooper. Good to see you. Yes. 10 o'clock there. Holy majoli. All right, Pamela. Well, you won't believe this meditation today. It's going to be pretty awesome. So I'm glad you're here for it live. I think it'll be good for you. Yep, 10 p.m. I was right. Now that is my trooper right there. So anybody wants to say hi, say hi. Love to hear from you. I'm getting used to the YouTube thing. And hopefully soon as I go up on my channel, I'll be able to live stream from my phone and have a better camera. Yay, I'm glad you're looking forward to it. Me too. This one was pretty cool. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of healing videos on Facebook and live videos there. And Sandolphin never comes through for me there. He likes to come through for YouTube. So whatever that's worth, he really likes the bigger vibe, I guess, is what it is. So today was all about Sandolphin. So trying to wait a little bit to see if anybody else wants to come on for it. But, you know, I have this long channeled message from him. And I could tell it's channeled, you guys, because my handwriting changes like several times throughout. And I can barely read my handwriting. So that's one way if you're doing channel writing. Pay attention to your handwriting. Because mine will totally go crazy. And sometimes throughout a passage, I'll have like 3 or 4 different handwriting styles in there too. And I'm like, whoa. Like I could tell that was not mine. I used to really care about how pretty and meticulous my writing was until I started channeling. Forget it. Things just come through so fast. I don't care how nice they are half the time. I could barely read them. So, again, I apologize for my webcam. Not too thrilled about that one. But you can still see my pretty area. I got the waterfalls because I'm trying to bring in outside into my inside. And I'm still waiting for my juniper tree, which should be here any day now. I was hoping for today, for Earth Day. So even I can plant some earth. And I don't know where you guys are at, but they're talking about lifting our stay-at-home ban where I'm at. We're going to be one of the first states to do so. So I'm really excited, except it goes to safer at home, whatever the heck that means, stay at home or safer at home. I think they're going to start slowly opening some businesses like beauty salons, restaurants, but they're still going to implement some kind of safe distance type of thing. So whatever, we're gonna see how that goes. But it works for me. You know, I think the economy is the one taking the bigger hit, unfortunately. However, they still closed schools, so go figure. They closed schools first, and they announced they're going to open up part of our economy. So curious and interested to see how that goes. I am going to pull, so creator, whoever guides me, wanted me to pull 2 different cards from my 2 different moon decks just for a general for everybody because they're fun. Kind of get a feel as to where we are at in the world right now, or in our world generally speaking. And then I will go from there into the message that was given from Sandolphin. And then I'm going to do this awesome channeled live meditation for everybody. So I look forward to it. It's one I've never done before. I get a visual of it as I write it down. But as I deliver them live, I've noticed they kind of take on a mind of their own. So I'm really excited about this one. I really thought it was going to be all about connecting to the earth. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's going to be really cool. So I don't know if y'all have ever heard of shapeshifting. When I was younger, I used to think of shapeshifting as something cuckoo, right? Off the wall. People think they could really turn into animals. But as I had my awakening and began working in my business that I'm in now, of being a healer, and I'm a psychic healer, I realized shape-shifting is all about the energy we want to take on. And that's really what it is. And today, the meditation kind of goes into that. So I'm really excited. As I said, I haven't ever done this one. So I hope everybody enjoys. And no matter who watches this and when, they're telling me it's going to be just as powerful and continue for many moments to come. So it will benefit everybody who doesn't come live with me today. I see 5 people are here. Say hi if you want to say hi. I look forward to comments. But I'm going to start pulling a card from my moon deck because it is the new moon in Taurus. And also Taurus is about the earth, right? And it happens to be Earth Day. What an awesome day. And then the date again is another 444. So powerful, powerful. No wonder they pushed me for today. I woke up going, duh, that's why. Earth Day 444 and a new moon. Holy majoli. Let's get these people's vibrations raised so they can create magic, you guys. Today's a perfect day to manifest. Bring about what you want. 2211 here. Well, yeah. You're a little ahead of me, Miss Pamela. Just a little ahead of me in time, but I love it. And I still love you, and I'm so glad we still connect, even though we're half a world away. It still amazes me. Hi. Okay, I see 718 M. Henry. I noticed that, but I'll just say hi. All right, so the card I'm going to pull from this deck for the new moon for Earth Day, April 22nd, 2020, for everybody. I'm hearing everybody needs to fuel their soul, and that one kind of jumped out, so we're going to go from that with that one. Everybody needs to fuel their soul. Everybody needs to fill their cup. That's what's starting to come through. I feel like the whole world has been going through this mass shift, this mass awakening to the truths around them, to who they are. Relationships have been kind of going south. I know, because I can hear it in my apartment building. Everybody's freaking fighting. I'm so glad to be single in this moment because of that. But, a lot of things are shifting, and it's really hard. Another thing that's coming through is judgmental. I think that we're all being really judgmental on ourselves. And so we really need to watch that. It's not a good idea to judge ourselves. Spirit doesn't judge. God, creator, whatever you want to call him, Allah, he does not judge you. People judge you. We're all beings. We either get closer to God or fall from God. And that's really the way it's just looked at. It's all in the work that you do, the healing you're willing to allow yourself to do, and the love you're allowed to give really determines that. And what we're being asked right now is to not judge ourselves so harshly. Because I feel like even I was doing it, and then I took a complete break, shut off my phone for a couple days, like literally went silent, went into my own space, and that helped a lot. And then it helped me stop judging myself. It's like I need to heal a little bit more too. So they want us to stop judging ourselves. Start congratulating yourself, they're saying. For the extra attention, the extra love that you've been giving yourself, and they want you to amplify that. They want you to be proud of yourself, because I feel like we're all doing work on some level, so stop the judgment and know that you are where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there. The mistakes you've made do not determine who you are. They're just learning steps, okay? So no judgments. Love what you've done, even the mistakes we've made. Well, that came through before I pulled the card. Okay, and this is why. A new start is coming. New moon. You guys, look at that. That is perfect for today. Aren't we in the new moon? In Taurus. And this says a new start is coming. That also goes with my channeled message, because he said there's more changes to come. I'm still not quite getting a full picture, other than I saw money crumbling. That's not to say we're all going to have no money, you guys. I think there's just going to be changes in our financial structure coming about in the next however long months, I hear. And so they want us to raise our vibration so we can really start manifesting. Because no matter what changes are going on around us, we can bring in whatever we want. All we have to do is believe, first of all. Believe it, or everything you believe is what has power. Like sage, I can burn it, but unless I believe in it, it's really not going to do anything. So first, you have to believe in yourself. Second, raise your vibration, because if you have any doubt, you're in a lower vibration. If you have any negative thoughts, you're in a lower vibration. So do the work to raise your vibration. Then third, quietly drop into your heart space. And that's just imagining going down into your heart space where it's quiet. There is no negative talk. There is no chatter. And that's where you manifest from. Feel what you need. Be grateful. Send it out and know it's coming. Okay. And that's what I want us to do. And this one solidifies all of that. A new start is coming, you guys. I cannot wait. I'm excited. A new start is coming. I don't think all the changes have occurred. That's going to show us what the new start is. But a new start is coming for all of us in some way, shape, or form. And it doesn't matter, career, everything. Some of us I know are going to be moving. I can feel it. Yeah, just so many different changes. And this isn't easy for me either, you guys, but a new start is coming. This makes me excited, like really, really, really excited. I don't know about you. But who wants to release all their junk? Because I know a lot of us have been called to, right? We've had stuff surface. I love it too, Pamela. Stuff has surfaced. We've had to cry. We've had to yell at ourselves. We had to go, why the heck did I do that? Why did I lose my job? All these painful things that we've all been going through or been faced to recognize or to look at or to forgive, right? Forgiveness really starts with forgiving you first, by the way. To be able to know that there's a new start coming after all that is just such a blessing. There was a purpose for all of it. There's a purpose for all the struggle. So I'm really thankful for that. I think that one's a really pretty one and right in time for the new moon. Going into Taurus, which my son is Taurus. That's the only Taurus. My dad was a Taurus, and man, are they stubborn. So I feel like, I don't know about astrology, but I feel like we've gone into a stubborn energy field. So we'll see what comes about. So, all right, that was that card. Just trying to kill a little bit of time, but I think the ones that are coming live might be here. So I'm going to do this one. This is from my other moon deck. I really like this deck. To me, it's like this is my masculine moon deck and this is my feminine moon deck. So for whatever that's worth. I feel like this one has more feminine energy and the one I just pulled from has more masculine. But what's funny, you guys, is I don't even pick which decks I use in my readings, by the way. Spirit does. Whatever angels are present that day usually kind of tell me, hey, use this deck. And then it usually proves relevant to the person that I'm pulling them for, which I don't really need cards, so I don't know why I keep using them. I think it's just for the visual accompaniment that we all like so much. So let's see what the feminine, I can't even say that, feminine aspect of this new moon is holding for us. Yeah. So they are recognizing all the healing we've all been doing. And it's not been easy. They're telling me it's not been easy for a lot of us. I see a lot of us feel really empty right now, which comes to filling our cup. Whenever you change a habit, you guys, whenever you go to release any old memories, anything, we have to replace it with something. Otherwise, we're going to go right back to those old habits. We're going to go right back to the negative thinking patterns. All the things that brought us here. So that goes with them telling us to fill our cup. Quitting smoking, you got to replace it with something else, something that's equivalent, which can be hard. That's why a lot of people go for adrenaline things, something that gives them a mass rush of adrenaline, and that's what they replace it for. So sometimes exercising works. That's another thing that's come up. I hate exercising. Like, it's not fun. So I found a way to make it fun. I dance with my kids. That's exercising. Right now, all being stuck in the house, they really like it too. We literally pop on a YouTube video and we dance like nobody's business in our living room. Yesterday, we did one of my dancing, yoga booty ballet. I mean, it was a lot of fun. We did like the hip hop abs. So we're exercising and we're dancing and I'm getting my kids involved. And today I did my Qigong stuff, so you just got to find something that brings you joy. We all need new routines, a new way to express ourselves and let out energy. Sitting down all day on your butt hurts. I don't care. It hurts. So that's what's come through before the card even did. Let's see what the card says. I love it. It's another moon. She's hugging the moon. It says, proper rest helps me feel and look my best. Yes. If we're not taking care of ourselves first, everything else goes to waste. All the energy we do put into things goes down the freaking toilet if we don't take care of ourselves. And I feel like with the earth shifting, so many people I know have been called to release so much. And it's not easy. So we've got to rest. If you're not sleeping good at night, take a nap in the morning. I remember when I was having my awakening, I woke up every morning like clockwork at 3:33, 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:11, 4 a.m. And until I really started listening to what was going on within me and taking notes and grounding in that time frame, it didn't let up. I had very little sleep. You're talking maybe 5 or 6 hours. It's 2:22, 22:20, you guys. I just thought I would share that. So yeah, I learned to rest when I can. I learned to take those power naps that I always hated. I used to hate naps. I used to get so grumpy, like, I'm not a kid. Now, I guess it is true. When you get older, you appreciate the naps. But when we're healing, it's really important to rest. It's really important to listen to your body, eat when you need to eat, sleep when you need to sleep. And that goes into this. And then we will feel our best. Then we can manifest from higher places. Because if we're stuck in pain, what are we bringing in? Everything that we're feeling sorry for. So, it's not really a good idea to stay in the negative. And sleeping does help with that. Natural sleep. For some reason, they're showing sleeping pills right now to me. And those don't really help you get a good night's rest, do they? They help you sleep. But is your body doing the work it needs when you are sleeping in order to heal, in order to learn from all of your lessons in that day? Not really. So we got to do our best to try to get as much natural sleep as we can in the times that we can get them. And it's like, I know it's hard. I hear that right now. I hear somebody going, but it's hard. I'm too busy, or I have little ones. We sleep when we can. We literally just sleep when we can. You gotta make it work. I've been a single mom of kids many years, and you just find you don't find the time, you create the time. You really genuinely do create the time. And I was never a mom that could sleep with my kids awake because I just couldn't sleep. I was always worried about what they were getting into or doing. But I found the time. I made it work. I really did. If you have to plop them in front of you, letting them play a video game for an hour while you rest right there with them, that's, fully acceptable. Whatever we got to do. All right. So I think those that are live with me this time are here. The rest can watch it later. But I'm going to get into my channeled message and then my guided meditation. Sandolphin came through. And like I've said before, he shows with 6 wings. So it's a seraphim angel to me, which took me forever to really make sense of that in my head. I thought I was kind of crazy that everybody else sees him as an archangel and I see him as a seraphim angel. But I've had many confirmations that it's real. Everything I get from him has been amazing. And like I said, he loves YouTube. He never comes through for my Facebook videos, whatever. A little bit choosy in my opinion, but that's all right. I love it. So his message was, being today's Earth Day, it says, pay tribute to the earth by allowing yourself to ground to her and be who you are without a doubt. I don't care how different you are from anybody. You have to be authentically you without doubting yourself, even if it goes against the norm of everything everybody around you says. You have to be brave enough to be who you are, because in all honesty, that true feeling inside of you is why you came here. It's what we're meant to do, even if that means we have to go against the norm and change things. It's part of our purpose. So he is saying, allow yourself to ground to the earth and be who you are without a doubt. When you're grounding, really dump all your fears into her and allow yourself to be authentically you. Oh, Z, I've been thinking about you lots. I'm so happy you're here. Yay. That makes me happy. Yes. Be you, no matter what, without a doubt. No matter how different it feels, start a new routine. So isn't this something I said too that came up while I was pulling the cards? We got to start a new routine. I did. And it's not easy being stuck at home. I'm Leo. I went into lazy mode. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this. I'm at home. And it got really easy to put things off. And my kids were starting to do that, I noticed. I'm like, did you do your homework? And my son's like, yeah. But he didn't. Like, he didn't even click that he was in his class. So we had to start a new routine. And this is part of why I totally shut my phone down the last couple of days. Some of my friends were even like, oh my God, what the heck, are you okay? But I did that because I had to cancel, clear, delete all of what I was doing and start something completely new. So I kid you not, my kids and I wake up 5:30, 6 a.m. now still, which is a little later than we used to when school was in. Then the first thing we do is eat a little bit. And then we do some kind of video, so my kids can choose yoga. Today I did the Qigong, and my son did it with me. And this can be for 5-10 minutes. It doesn't have to be long, but it got them motivated. Then, you guys, like, no kidding, they went right to their to-do list for the day, because I just did a to-do list, not a chart list. That way they can kind of follow it when I'm working. And they did all their chores within an hour, and my kids were done with homework by 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm like, that really worked. So start a routine that works for you guys, because I know a lot of our worlds are changing right now. So and as you awaken too, it's like new things are going to come at you. And so they kind of want you to be able to go with the flow with it and start new routines as you go along. So if you need to wake up and get moving just to motivate yourself to get in the shower and get moving, then do it. Wake up, do a quick energy movement video, whatever you got to do. I hate exercising, so I got to make it fun. The Leo in me says it has to be fun. And so that's kind of what we base ours on. Then it goes on to say, find joy in some form of exercise. See, you got to find joy in it, or we're not going to keep doing it when things get hard. I don't care. As soon as it gets hard, it's not fun. You're like, screw that. What's the point? And it's like, even my mentor had asked me, why do you need to find your joy? So work is easy. And it's like, when I find my joy, I have that passion inside of me that goes, and nothing can stop me. It's how I did 5 years of college at home, being a single mom with 3 kids, is I was very passionate about what I was learning about. And so when things would hit me hard, when things would come at me, it didn't matter. I did whatever it took. And I had the strength to just put my feet in and keep going, no matter what came against me. So that's why they always want you to find joy first. Okay, so whatever it is you're doing, find the joy, find what you find joyful first, and you're going to rock it. And then you'll accept some of the hard stuff that comes along with it. And then he goes on to say, even if it's dancing. Like I said, funny, I already said all that. So yeah, even if you're dancing, that's exercise, you guys. Or when you're cleaning, dance. That's also going to raise your vibration, by the way, to help you manifest with this new moon. Then he goes on to say more changes are coming. But when I said that, when it came through this time, I saw like the dollar bill changing. I don't think our money is necessarily going to go bye-bye. I think some of the false financial systems, yay, I'm glad. See, some of the false financial systems, are what I'm kind of being led to believe, are really going to fall out. And if you can't even see the changes that have been occurring, I mean, the government's giving us all this money. It's amazing to me to see what's going to come out of this. So I agree. More changes are coming. Now is the time to get your intentions in order. So they really want you to step back and think about what you're trying to create, where you want these new things to go, what you want the world to look like from here on out, what wasn't working before, and what you want to create now. And write those down. You guys, the best way to manifest is by writing it down. Not typing it on your computer, not speaking it into your phone, but getting a pen and paper. Okay, that is the number one manifesting tool there is, in my opinion. And I believe in the angels too, because in everything I do, the first thing they tell people is to write it down. Okay, so please write it down. But bring in what you want from a place of joy. Okay, so get your intentions in order and write them down. You don't have to burn it. I'm not one of those that believes in that, but you can, right? But I'm not to say you can't either. They want you grounding every day, many times, and work continually. Okay, and this one came in funky handwriting. Work continually on raising your vibration. Okay, this is all from Sandolphin. He's an amazing dude. You guys should look him up if you're curious about him. And the fact that I see him as a seraphim angel, I tend to listen to him with great intent no matter what. I mean, I listen to them all, but. So again, now is the time to get your intentions in order. Ground every day as many times as you can and work on raising your vibration. We're always manifesting, but the way to manifest the higher vibrational stuff is to do it from a higher vibration. Do that through music and dancing, and whatever brings you joy is a great way to raise your vibration. Then it says, be gentle and kind with others, but most importantly with ourselves. Okay, and this kind of goes back to the judgment. I feel like a lot of people have been judging themselves. And that's to be expected when we're getting shown everything in our face that we feel we've done wrong. But how can you do things wrong when they were already all designed purposely? So how can we sit here and go, oh man, I messed that up? You didn't mess anything up. We just need to learn from it and move on. Okay, so always be gentle and kind with yourself first. And then once you do that, it's usually easier to be gentle and kind with those around you, even if they're acting stupid. Because I don't know about you guys, but with my kids is a good example. When they're being complete, invigorating buttheads, sometimes it's really hard to take that step back and just be kind to them through that, because they can really push your buttons, right? Kids have a really big way of making us mad. So as long as we start being gentle and kind with ourselves first, it really does trickle over and allow me to slow down and still be gentle and kind and know that they are just projecting in their own little world, right? So that is a good key. When we find our passion, nothing can stop us. That's why they want us to do things from our center of passion and joy. And that may sound cheesy, but it is absolutely true. Any famous person, anybody that you view as a success, did something from a place where they have passion and joy, I guarantee you, or they didn't do it. Trump created his world out of passion and joy, and that's how he made a lot of his money, because he really enjoyed what he was doing. He had passion for all those buildings and whatever he planned on creating, right? I know not a lot of people like him, but it's one example. Anybody who carries passion and joy in what they're doing can do anything with what they want. So I hope that makes sense. If you're like, oh, I want this, but I don't really want it, then you're going to have a lot of battles getting it. You got to go, where is my passion? And that's been one of my missions. I've been having to find my passion and joy. I thought I had it. I did. Mine was working with violent kiddos, all the way up into adulthood. Ones people were too afraid to work with. And I had a lot of passion and I had a lot of joy for that. And then I got uprooted and I said, you're going this way. And then I'm like, but that was my passion and joy. But really my passion and joy lies within helping people. And so I began finding that again as I do the work that I'm doing. And when I do, I blink my eyes and something happens for me, you guys. So the best way to bring anything about is from that place of where your passion is. Okay. No matter what you're doing, create from joy and passion only, it says. Time to change individual perceptions of ourselves and the world around us. New beginnings are coming as the old begins to fall apart. And that is quite obvious in the world right now. Get through it all by knowing love. For all in creating hearts desires through it all. Let me reread. My handwriting goes south again. I'm not sure. So we're going to get through it all by knowing love. Love for all, and only creating from a heart space desires. And that's how we're going to get through it all. Okay. Our mind is where ego lies. Our mind is what says, no, we can't do that. Our mind is what says, you got to stay small or you're going to die. Our mind is what says, I can't do that. That's ego a lot of times. Ego will tell you I'm better than that. Or, I'm just going to fail. All those things. That's all in our head space. If you're going from your heart space, those things don't exist. That's where your joy and your passion lies. That's where you're like, I can have this, and it just goes, and then it's in your hands, like literally. Now that is some powerful manifesting. So that's the only way we're going to get through this. That is the only way we're going to be able to change what is falling apart. And we can do it with ease as long as we do it from our heart space. Okay. Again, with what changes are coming, the main thing I see is our financial system shifting and taking a big almost like a U-turn, but we're not going to end up on the same road. So it's kind of like this weird and coming back around to a whole different way, but some of the systems are still going to be there. I hope that makes sense because I'm barely getting it myself. But that is the main change that's coming. And then I also keep hearing the word power. So something to do with power. Oh, hi, Fran. I'm glad you're here. Couldn't figure out how to make a comment. Oh, I love it. So, yeah. Thanks, you guys, for coming. This is awesome. I'm getting ready to go into my meditation. Just as I'm going through this, I think he wants us all to be kind of understanding how to really make, because I think with this new moon, we can all really manifest some changes. So now is the time to do it, okay? Yeah, and so as far as this message went, that's where it stopped, and then it goes into my meditation. So I think the key here, you guys, is more changes are coming, but now it's time to really connect with our power, our joy, and bring about what we want from that. No, I didn't do the meditation yet, Z. That's coming now. So I'm going to ground us, and then we're going to do this meditation that came from Sandolphin. He called it the animal shape-shifting. So, if it resonates with you, yay. Don't shrug your shoulders at it until you try it. That's all I can say. I've never done this one. I'm doing it with you. I channeled it today. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so as we get started, I just ask you to cooperate with me. Oh, sorry, Z. I know YouTube didn't alert you yet. I didn't put in a thing. I'm still learning YouTube. I've been avoiding YouTube and doing everything on Facebook, but now I'm kind of shifting into it. So I promise you I will get better at it. And I think as I get more subscribers, it will allow me to do more things. Okay, so just bear with me. But I'm glad you're here. You still found me, Z. So yay! And I've been thinking about you lots. So I think that's really important today. All right, so all I ask for you is that you pick up what I'm putting down, right? Because what good does it do if you're not willing to allow it to come in and do what the angels request of us to do? I'm not some cuckoo. I'm highly educated. I have tons of book smarts, tons of street smarts, and yet I still went down this path in my life, so I do believe in the importance of it. Things have helped me tremendously. So I'm just hoping that you're willing to pick up whatever I'm putting down. Okay. Because these are things that have saved my life also. Because without the angels and everything I've been doing, I'm not sure I would be here. Okay. So there's a little tidbit into who I am. All right. So this animal meditation was shape-shifting. Okay. So I want everybody to close their eyes. Put your feet on the floor, standing, sitting, whichever way, and put your hands up, palms open, in receiving mode. And you can rest those gently to your side or on your legs. Take a few deep breaths in, into your belly space. Hold it, and then release it. And do this a few times. If you feel any energy coming up, like I saw some dark energy coming up, I just want you to breathe in and then imagine releasing it out with your breath, okay? Perfect. Okay, so now already the earth is showing me. She wants you to imagine the dirt of her underneath your feet, or grass, plants nearby. I can smell flowers. Some of you really relate to flowers. I smell lilacs. That's so pretty. So just imagine the flowers around you. Imagine the earth's dirt beneath your feet, grass, tree roots are all being shown. So whatever works for you. Now imagine 2 roots coming out of your feet and 1 coming from your root chakra. These roots are going down towards the earth, penetrating the surface, down past the rock layer, past the water layer, into the earth's core. Going through the earth's core and wrapping around completely. And we're going to braid those cords. I just got the visual of some of you have been kind of flying around, not even in your own body, basically, kind of just out in space. So they really want you to try to focus within and ground to the earth. And they want you to do this as many times as you can right now, because it is important. I don't care who you are. They're showing me it's important. Now already I see the earth's light coming up through those cords. And as they're coming up, the earth star chakra just lit up as they're going past it, bringing this earth light all the way up into our feet. I just saw rainbows coming through. So now they want you to start imagining walking down a pathway. This pathway is going to be shown as different for all of you. Some of them, I see trees on both sides and beautiful birds chirping very loudly. I even saw a bee. Somebody else has rain on their pathway. I can hear the raindrops, so beautiful and peaceful. As you're walking, just feel that rain if that's you. Feel the drops hitting your skin. Feel the wind blow as it blows past you, through you, and around you, because I feel like somebody's path has wind. I can hear waterfalls going down somebody's path. Like the sound of waterfalls, just present and loud and vibrant and powerful. Just feel that mist, feel the waterfall hitting. Some of you literally have like the golden path, like Wizard, like I heard Dorothy, like Wizard of Oz, walking down your golden path with beautiful rainbows and colors and like dancing and skipping. Such high vibrational traits right there. Some of you have beach sand under your feet. So imagine the beach sand underneath your feet as you're walking along this path. Whatever it is you're feeling, seeing, imagining, or experiencing, just feel it to the core. Spend some time with that moment. Spend some time with that feeling. So the wind, feel it blowing through your hair, raindrops on your skin, whatever it is you're being shown. Allow your imagination, your knowing, your inner sight to just take you there. And keep walking up this path. Now I'm being shown a stairway. So it's like a rock stairway and there's vines and grass and trees all around it. So we start walking up this stairway. Slowly, but ascending higher and higher. It's quite a long stairway, but it's like getting brighter at the top of the stairway. So we keep walking up the stairs into this beautiful bright light. It's like vibrant. And as we get to the top, the scenery changes. It's now like this open field, beautiful open field. And there's trees off in the distance. I hear tons of birds. So there's a big tree off in front of you, and they want you to walk towards this tree. You're going to meet somebody here, a powerful ally that they want you to experience today. This ally is not going to be an angel. Keep walking towards that tree. It's not, I hear somebody saying, is it a loved one? It's not a loved one. It's going to be an animal, and it's not your spirit animal necessarily. They're telling me this one's going to be different. So keep walking to the tree until you're there. And you should be greeted by an animal. And afterwards, I want to hear about what animal it is. Again, they're telling me it's all different animals for everybody. And it's not necessarily your spirit animal, but it's one you need right now. So as you see this animal, experience this animal, they literally want you to say hello to this animal. Reach your hand out for this animal. Begin interacting, talking. I hear some of them have birds, elephants. That might just be mine. Experience the color of this animal they're showing me. The color, how soft, if they have fur or not, the feeling of them, the texture of their skin, what color their skin might be underneath their fur. Start experiencing this animal for every bit of what it has. And then I want you to basically ask this animal, what is this animal's essence that they want to share with you? What powers does this animal have that they want you to embody? As you get those answers, they want you to start taking on what that animal has to offer. Imagine becoming one with this animal. Imagine beginning to see like this animal does. Somebody might have an eagle, the eyesight of an eagle. Imagine being able to hear like this animal hears. Now imagine feeling what this animal feels. The strength this animal has to create its world. And really sit with this animal until you genuinely become one with this animal. You are now beginning to take on this animal's powers, this animal's gifts, this animal's birthright within the world. Animals don't know what's going on outside the world. They only know what's going on within their immediate environment, within the energy fields that they feel. And they still rock their powers. They deal with pain unseen. They don't scream for help all the time. They can't. Half the time they deal with the pain in their own little world, unless they're lucky enough to have somebody recognize. So they just want you to imagine what this animal is, what this animal goes through, and the strength and courage this animal possesses. And they want you to start taking it on. Imagine becoming one with this animal. I hear like singing like with the birds. Sing with this animal. Dance with this animal. Say thank you to this animal. Sit with this being. Sit with this feeling. But they want you to embody it in such a way where you carry it back with you. So as you really begin to feel like you're one with the animal, say thank you to the animal. Thank you for all these new insights and understanding, because I hear it's going to provide some of you with new insights and new understanding. So we say thank you. Use their powers to manifest. Use their powers to bring about the changes that we need and the changes that we want. I heard mama bear. I don't know if somebody has a bear, but embody all aspects of that animal, not just what others think of that animal. And we say thank you. And we begin holding on to that essence, making it one with who we are. And we begin walking back, almost as if the animal is coming with us, but they're now a part of us. And we're going back through the field from the tree, holding on to every bit of what this animal is. They're going to be with us for a while. So they really want you feeling into this animal, walking down towards the long stairs. Feeling this newness. I feel newness inside of me and around me. The colors I see are now different. I feel like I have this larger knowing and this larger power beginning to walk down these stairs. Feeling a shift. Some of you may feel a shift in your body, tingling. new sounds coming through. My ears are just heightened right now. And also, I'm hearing some of you might have a new knowing for things, so don't be alarmed. But you have to believe in it and you have to trust in it. Okay? Some of these animals provide insights that we hadn't seen before. So we're walking down these stairs, further down, almost to the end of the stairs. We're really becoming one with this animal now. Feeling stronger, wiser, more stealth, I'm hearing. Somebody may have had a cheetah. Be able to hunt for what we want. And we're walking down the field or whatever we experienced going up, coming back through. So again, I'm seeing raindrops for some of you, the beach under some of your feet, but now it's different. The visuals are a bit different. The noise is a bit different. And the feelings we possess are different. We're coming back with a new power, a new knowing, a new set of ears. New feelers, I guess, is what they're showing me, like a new way of feeling through our skin that some of us were not able to do before, but we can now. Whatever this animal is, I want you to sit with this animal throughout the day, or Sandolphin does, and embody everything it has to offer. Call on it to help you manifest your dreams. Since we're coming back, start imagining coming back into your body. Start wiggling your toes, your legs, your hands and your arms. And know that that animal came back with you. Some of you, it might be your spirit animal, but others, it's not your spirit animal. So if it was a different one, that's okay. It's the one you need right now to help you awaken further, they're telling me. So this was part of our awakening journey, part of our journey of experiencing power that we can tune into just by calling on the help of others, including our animals. So I want to say thank you to Sandolphin because that was beautiful and one I've never done before. I got an elephant, everybody. That was mine. And that's not my spirit animal. So that was beautiful. And just slowly open your eyes and come to, yay, I still have people with me. So as you come to, I would love to hear about it. What did you see? What animal did you get? And do you feel any different coming back? I would love to know this. Please let me know in the comments. I feel different. You guys, my ears are like super sensitive right now. Nice. You had a black panther. See, that is my animal spirit, is the black panther. But this one I got, you had the bear, Pamela. I knew somebody did. I heard the bear. So yeah, see, I had, my black panther is my spirit guide animal, but this time I had an elephant. So really embody what that panther means for you. I love that. Yes, awaken that phoenix. That is beautiful. Pamela, I think that's amazing you had the bear because I heard the bear. I saw the bear. And I, instead of cheetah, maybe it was the black panther I was seeing. I think too, there's going to be many more to watch this. So whoever does watch this later, please tell me in the comments. I'd still love to hear about your experience with it. Oh, I love it. Summer, or shall I say my buddy. The animal you thought was a beaver, but was a groundhog. Have to get more in tune with the earth. Yes, you got a lot out of that. That is beautiful. Also really look up groundhog just to see what else they embody and then what you felt out of that. Okay. And keep trying to take on some of those traits, you guys. I think that's really what we were supposed to do with that one. Pamela with the bear, they are fierce, but yet protected. They have a really big heart, but yet know how to get what they want, right? There's so much about that bear to embody. You guys, so these are really cool. I had an elephant. That's far from my usual panther, right? Like what in the world? But an elephant knows how to be large and yet graceful. An elephant knows how to use their wits, and they're also very family oriented and protective. And I think there's a lot of things out of that I'm going to take with me today, and just really try to embody what the elephant means. Z, I have been doing some Akashic readings lately. I have one scheduled coming up. If you would like one, girl, you got to get over to my Facebook page, okay? But message me, and I can send you a link. I will do it by donation right now. So if you're up for that, let me know, and I can send you a link for Akashic reading through donation, okay? I think when I do it through donation, it works better too, because it's an exchange of each power, right? And then I've noticed people are more likely to pick up what I'm giving them. And so that's the beautiful gift right there. I love the beaver and the groundhog. Those are all amazing. And the bear. Those are great, you guys. Thank you for sharing that with me. I hope you guys got a lot out of that. I did. I've never done that one before. Not exactly like that on my own either. I've gone to find my spirit animal, but this one was different. This was not our spirit guide or animal guide. Yeah, me too, Z. That's great. So message me after this and I will send you over a link, because I have not put those on my website yet. I've been thinking about doing some changes there. So I will include the website after this in the comments if anybody's interested, and things like that. I am doing 25% off also with the code MAGIC on my website, which does not expire. And can be used twice. So for any of you who are interested, I do a lot of these healing sessions myself, but I wanted to give this one away. Like Sandolphin comes through, and I feel like it was really powerful. I feel like it was purposeful. I thought it would be all about plants and the earth, but then the animals came in, and I'm like, duh, that makes a lot of sense too. Animals are such amazing beings if we really think about everything that they go through, everything that they experience, and they don't get to complain like we do. They don't get to, choose a lot of times what they can create. They're kind of at the mercy of their surroundings and the people who house them. So I really thought that was amazing, and I think it gives us another way of looking at the world and embodying something we may not have been embodying before. I'm surrounded by lions. A lot of my visuals, I'll get lions coming up just doing my work, and yet I forget to call on them. So I really encourage you to use this meditation today as many times as you need. Watch this video as many times over. It will always be up on my page. And like I said, for those that didn't watch it live, I still want to hear about your experiences with it. Yes, Z, animals do help us ground. I think they can give us a new perspective too. So I really think between the grounding and the different way of looking at things, and not to mention being able to empower their strength, become part of their strength that they hold. What a beautiful gift. All animals have so much strength. I feel like more than we even do. Yeah. Yay. Yay. I love that, Fran. You enjoyed it. You feel better. You need to be more determined. Yeah, but soft. Exactly. Good nature. Good back to it. Go back to it. Yes. That's right. And be not impatient. That's right. So a lot of us do get impatient. I know I have lately. And I'm like an elephant. What really does an elephant represent? Because that's not usually what I get. I usually get a Black Panther or a squirrel for joy. And this time I got an elephant. I think that's so cool. And I'm going to have to sit with that for a little bit. But what I felt like when the elephant came through, first thing I noticed is the beautiful, massively large ears, but they're also still very soft and fragile at the same time, but super powerful. And my hearing, like all of a sudden I can hear almost like it's magnified, which is really crazy. And then also their big feet really were present to me, how big and massive they are, yet how gently they can stand and place their foot. and the amazing things that they are taught and can learn and remember. They never forget. So how beautiful is that? So yeah, I have a lot of sitting with my animal to do. I think that is a huge, huge blessing, you guys. I really enjoyed that a lot. So for if any of you that did come, if you have a question for me, I can either pull a card or channel it for you. Cards are way more fun visually, but I also don't always need them. The main message coming through is keep doing your work. So when we're being called to release, don't be afraid to release it. That's a big one because we're all going through that. It's part of the mass awakening right now. Everybody is being smashed in the face with something that we don't really want to deal with. We don't really want to look at, but we have to. So, they want you filling your cup back up because the only one who really can is you. If you look outside for your comfort and for your joy, it's fickle, it's fleeting, and it can fall out from under you. And so the main thing you need to do is really fill your cup in from your grounding, from your joy, from your wants, needs, desires, faith, hope. I'm being told that faith has been shaky for some. You guys, I believe in the Creator. I work with the angels, for goodness sakes, but I'm not a churchgoer. I'm not a huge churchgoer. Yes, see, I can do that for you. But I fully believe, I forgot where I was going with that. But I fully believe in calling on and praying. And yeah, just really filling your cup up, finding your joy from you and from who you are. Work with the Creator, work with God, work with the angels. Don't be afraid to do that. Whether you go to faith, that's where it was. Faith has been shook by what's going on in the world right now. You have to have faith, first of all, that everything meant to happen did happen. Everything that's happened to each one of us is similar yet individual at the same time. Like, how crazy is that, right? So we have to believe there's a purpose. We have to believe we lost our job for a reason. That's having faith. That's having faith that you did nothing wrong. It is just literally where it's supposed to be right now. And they don't want you changing it. They can't go back to it, but they want you learning what you need to learn in order to be you. Like when we were a kid, we all had those hopes and wants and dreams, and we were all so excited until somebody came along and said, pop on our bubble. So they want you to go back to that. Go back to your desires, your dreams, your faith, knowing that what you want can be created. Again, everything you see, a pen, our phones, flipping oracle cards, you guys. They only have things on them because people put them on there. They came from somebody else's thoughts, from somebody else's channeled messages, from somebody else's imagination. And all of these people did was see it and go, I'm going to make that real. And that's it. And then they continually put it out there and said, look what I have to offer. Look what I have to offer. Until people got it, right? That's how you create. That's how you start your own business. That's how you put your big girl panties on, pick up your balls, and you just do it, right? You just say, this is in my head. This is what I feel, and I'm going to do what I can to make it real. And that's why our passion comes in, because if it's something you're passionate about, nothing can stop you. Nothing at all. Okay? So go back to our childlike wonder, find your passion, find your joy, raise your vibration, manifest like crazy today. Okay, Pamela, I see you guys. Z first, then we'll do Pamela. Yeah, you guys got this. We need to create magic. It's time. We've done a lot of releasing, and now they want us to start manifesting the world that we want, because that is absolutely 1,000% possible. So I need you guys to hear that. More changes are coming, okay? All right, so pull a card about whether I'm investing wisely. Ms. Z, this is funny you asked this question because you literally popped in my head the other day, random, out of the blue. You came up in my head, and I heard, am I going to be able to save this? Am I going to be able to save that? And the first thought I got was, create a list, please. I don't even need to pull a card for you, Z, but I will, okay? So I hope you're hearing me right now. create a list. Number 1, these are my bills that you must have, okay? Rent, insurance, all of that, okay? The must-have bills. And then I want you to write the number down that you get in every month, okay? See where they're at in difference. If there's any extra, okay, I want you to take note of the extra, all right? Because that's what you want to be able to use wisely. I'm not a person that says save every penny you've got. I don't believe in that. I believe money is energy, and we can pulling, okay. All right, girl. So I'm glad you're willing to do this. So hear me. Make your list. Put down your debts. Then I want you to put down your income. See where the difference is. If there's a difference, negative difference between those two, you got to find a way to make it up or remove some of the debts. Okay? That's first of all. If there's a positive difference between the two and you have a positive income, then I want you to take a little bit of that, say 10% for savings, because ideally you want 6 months in savings. Okay, that way you're comfortable for emergencies like another corona, right? We got to have that 6-month cushion in savings. And y'all, this was never something I did good. But I took a lot of classes, so I do know what I'm talking about. Okay, and then from that, after you take out your 10% for savings, then I want you to do like 5% of that for what I call, or the church would call, tithing, but I don't call it tithing. So I just put it where it's needed. I ask for signs of who might need it, and then it usually shows within like hours or minutes of somebody who needs it more than I do, right? Or something that I can invest it in, like my kids' clothes, or something that our home needs, okay? So an improvement, whatever that might be. So 5% can go towards that. And then whatever extra you have, put a little bit extra into savings, or go out for a fun night, okay? Because we got to have fun too. So this is really how you keep your bills straight. What's up, Fran? I thought you had a new job, girl. So Z, let me get back to that though, okay? That was the channeled message I got, but I'll still pull a card because they're fun to look at. I think I'm trying to get off the cards though, because obviously I really don't need them. But that's what they want you to do. They want you to write it down so that you have a visual in front of you, and then you can see where you need to go to create what you need to create. Now, on that same note, okay, this goes for everybody. Money is energy. So if you feel like you're short, start calling in more. Literally, just start calling in. Thank you, universe, pen to paper, for allowing my bills to be paid in full immediately. Thank you. So be it, and so it is. Okay. All right, Fran. Then it wasn't meant to be. I will channel in on that one too. Okay. All right, Z. So let's pull a card and see if I'm on the same track for what the message was. I'm hearing, girl, you can create the magic. You just got to watch where you're spending the money at and then call in more. Okay. Okay, girl. Z, we're asking about fortune. Money. Here's your element. 2, fortune. Air element, sorry, which is our headspace. Okay. So you got to get knowing in your headspace what the heck is going on. That's basically what I said too. You can do that by creating your list. This is what my income is. This is what I have going out. Holy shit balls, Batman, I'm short. Or look at that. I have a cushion if I don't spend extra. Okay. So you got to look at that first. And then whatever you need, start bringing it into fruition. Start making it work for you. Start bringing it into being. Okay. And be open. I'm hearing you got to be open. Money doesn't always come from where we think it's going to come. Believe me, it does not always come from where we think it's going to come from. It just comes. So be open. Put it out that you need it from your heart space. That does not include doubt. That does not include this isn't going to work. Write it down. But just be mindful, is what this is saying again, of where it's going. And you've got lots of fortune right there for you. Okay? All right, girl. I hope you heard that, because that went right along with everything I said to you. Okay, Pamela, you were next. And then Fran, I will get one for you. All right. Okay, Miss Pamela. First of all, I want to tell you, and they're telling me too, is do not invest financially in your romance. You should not need to unless you and him are going to move to France or Paris. Okay. Aw, you're welcome, Z. Message me, girlfriend, Akashic Records. So yeah, Pamela. Yeah, the first thing they're telling me for you is please do not invest financially into your romance. Okay, so they're telling me teach him how to bring in money. Oh, time and energy. Okay, good. Well, when you say invest into that, it's like, okay, we always got time to invest into romance. Yeah, we've always got time to invest ourselves in our love into romance. To not have time is an excuse. Okay, so that's the first thing I will tell you. Like, I don't have time. I'm too busy. It's all an excuse. However, if we've got our mind set on something, we're going down a path, it can be a distraction. And that's kind of what's going on for me right now. I got to get, my business straight because emotionally speaking, I get too pulled out. So that's where I'm at. But, so I'm hearing you can do all of them, Pamela. I'm hearing you can do all of them. They are kind of, this is a tough one because I can see you doing either way, staying in your career or your own business. And I'm not sure quite how they're going to integrate, but I think they will. Maybe as you go along and communicate with this gentleman, I see it kind of intertwining the both of them together a little bit. But even at your own business, I don't see the need for full time unless you chose to go into your own business completely, is what I'm seeing. Because really for you, it can go either way. But I am being also shown that your career is not going to be as relevant for the helping hand, if that makes sense. Your own business is where you're going to end up helping people more individually, more clearly and with ease, and more satisfaction to yourself, by the way. But I do feel like you get a lot of joy from your career that you're in. And I feel like you are a big part of that. And I don't see that ending right now. So there's got to be kind of a way where you can do all three. Okay. I feel like two of them kind of coincide. But let's see what the cards say. I hope that makes sense for you. Okay, so for Pamela, which one should get more focus, I guess is the best way to say that. Career, relationship, or business. And right away I heard both, because I think two kind of intertwine. So really they want you giving a little bit to every single one, but do it like so I'm seeing the balancing scale. Okay. So they really want you to balance it. You always have to take your personal care time in there. You have to, or you're going to crash and nothing's going to matter. But they want you kind of doing all of them right now. So start picking up your career, but then that way there's no pressure on you there and it will start coming with ease, your own business. And then the career side, I feel like you're going to kind of have one foot in and one foot out. And this may have to do with the relationship also, which allows you to do that with ease. All right, let's see what the cards say. One, the well, water element. Okay, so yeah, this kind of represents everything that I said. So your emotions. So it's all about where you want to go. Hi, Martina. Aww. I was wondering if you were here. I want to know what animal you got, Martina. I'm glad you're here. That's so funny, you little sneaky. But Miss Pamela, so this is an emotional one. They want you filling your cup, okay? But do what brings you joy in every moment. It's drinking from the well. I see, again, all three, right? This is kind of representing the three things that are going on in the three choices. And it's really up to you. I can see it going both ways, but I think if you quit your own business, you would be more miserable. So you definitely have to hang on to that. And I don't see you ending your career anytime soon. So if you can find a way to do all three together, that is the best thing. And there is a way, because where there's a will, there's always a way. Yes. And make sure that you're following your joy no matter what. Okay. So if this one over here is giving you stress, skirt tail it to the one in the middle. Work on that one for a little while. Okay. So wherever your joy is what you have to do. But I do see like the relationship, like as it gets stronger, it's going to start to allow you to be, it's weird. It's kind of like in La La Land, but also more clearly understanding at the same time. So I hope that helps. Yeah. So kind of just do all of them for now. And then more answers will come. You're welcome. I know that wasn't, you couldn't, because it's kind of a transition period, Sunshine. There's not really, they don't really want you ending any of it yet at all. So keep going. Okay. All right, Miss Fran. Hey, Martina. Martina, I want to know what animal you got if you did the meditation, because I thought that one was really cool. I lost people, but that's okay. Fran. Okay. Fran, you can study anything you want without money, by the way. I didn't start investing in my company until I had the money to do so. I did everything off of picking up tidbits of information, okay, first. But that is something that they wanted you to do by kind of taking tidbits of information in and not expected to make it an immediate career. You didn't get a call back because you weren't meant to get a call back from that place. I don't think what was presented was there. Okay, it was only meant to be a stepping stone anyways. They said you could try again for the same kind of field, but they're kind of pushing you to look into something else. Yeah, I kind of see you working at home, Fran. That's what I'm seeing right now is you literally sitting at your desk typing. You're doing some kind of typing. So they want you to look up data entry type stuff. And I even see something you might have to take a course on. Let's see what the cards say. But it's because, so you're shifting, right? So what you used to really do is no longer where you're supposed to be. But they also want you, this is more at home. And then I feel like once you do that, there is a job for you. I can see it. So as soon as you start looking in the right direction, it's going to show up and it's going to be like, light bulb. But it has to do with something with working at home, kind of like data entry, medical intake type stuff, possibly. They're saying to keep your mind open, because if you say it's not possible, then guess what? It's not going to be possible. But they really do want you to just keep your mind open and be willing to make the necessary changes. Okay. Because I also feel like it's something that's going to benefit you more in the long run. And I also see it may start a little bit lower, but then it will go up. Okay. So don't let too much of that deter you either. I hope you're hearing me. Let's see what the cards say. See, like you can get all of that in a tarot card, but let's see what the cards say about it too. Yeah. Okay. So this is interesting. So we got a choice card. And I said it's like choices, right? So you've got to like set the intention. I need a job, but they want you to start looking in another way. So you have choices to make. You can either continue the search for the same old, or what you're used to, or you can choose to be open and just kind of go with what catches your eye. Okay. But they don't want you to read into the fine print and go, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. Okay. Kind of, The nurturing mother doesn't quite represent so much as the choice you're going to make, but to not be so doubtful, to know that you're going to be supported, you're going to be nurtured, you're going to be shown the right ways to go. Yay, Martina, a squirrel. I love that. So they want you to just set your intention. This is what I need, but then open like the newspaper, open the book, open your job searches. But they don't want you looking at the exact same things. They want you looking at something, whatever sparks your interest, even if it's so out of left field. You have to trust your guidance. You have to trust your compass. You have to trust your inner knowing, because I'm telling you, they're shifting you into a new field. They're wanting you at home more often. And I do believe this is actually for health issues. It's where you're going to be more nurtured. It's where you're going to be safer. It's where you're going to be more supported. And they still want you to do research on Reiki, because you are supposed to open that up. Okay. I've never been certified Reiki, and yet I do healing of all kinds. Yes, Martina, you can. So they want you to just really keep that open. Okay. So again, set your intention, open up the space to where they're all listed, see what sparks your interest, even if it's way crazy, not something you normally go for, and go for it. And when it's right, everything falls into place. Everything will fall into place, I promise you. So even if you need to do a new course, I don't want to hear in the back of your head, I can't afford it, because whatever we need when we're on the right path, which we usually are on the right path, you guys, but whatever we need tends to come right into place for us. And I feel like I'm releasing something because now I'm burping. Excuse me. So yeah, I really hope that helps. I literally see you at home typing, Fran. I see you at home typing. And I keep hearing like medical field related. But there's transcriptionists. There's like all different kinds of things that you can do. Data entry. Start looking for that shift, okay? But they want you to also keep doing the Reiki thing, because you're not ready to make money there yet. I don't know if you have to be certified. Again, I don't do Reiki. I use the Earth Light. But just keep going with it and ask for what you need to be present when you need it, okay? All right, but that also comes into faith and believing, okay? I hope that helped. All right, Martina. Oh, yay. I hope you're getting that figured out, girl. Do you just want a general card, Martina? General channeled message? Or would you like something specific? Yes, your electric's going to get figured out. The angels aren't going to let you go into a fire. That's what came through when I asked that. So I don't know if that's part of what you want, but... Was that your question? Was that your question, Martina? Cool. I thought I was going to be super nervous, you guys, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. I just need more subscribers. So keep sharing, keep liking and subscribing, and then I can live stream from a way better camera. All right, girl. General. This is interesting, Martina, because right away when I went into your space, I see like hula hoops, okay? They're like, but they're not hula hoops. They're not plastic. It's like circles of energy. And one's here and one's just a little bit higher and one's like over here a little bit higher, and you're stepping into them. You're literally stepping up your energy field, okay? So they want you to know that. Aw, thank you. I didn't do my fake eyelashes yet, though. I gotta try those. I don't know what it is, but I really do want some like massive ba-bam eyelashes. But thank you. Started working out, so I started losing a little bit of the locked up weight I gained. So yeah, they want you to know that you are changing. You're not even leveling it up. You're changing your energy field completely. So keep going. That's what I hear. Keep going. Keep working new things. And anything you see that you're like, that's an interest, you need to go to, okay? Follow your thoughts, follow your interests, follow your guides, because no matter what, you're slightly different than every person you're around, okay? So almost like when you get caught up in too much advice, then your inner information goes blah, 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 kind of a thing. So just keep what's right for you, even if it's different from everybody else. So yeah, they showed me your bubble, and they literally showed me that other people's words can affect it like that. And they may not even be towards you, but you have that tendency to be like, oh, and take it personally because it has nothing to do with you doing something wrong, but it has everything to do with your belief in yourself. Okay, this is all what they're showing me. So let's see what a card says for you. Okay, more choices, girl. So you've been making the choices. You're already on that path. Yeah, see, you know. The angels don't lie, right? And I don't even need the ding cards. Maybe I should just toss these out because I tend to get all the messages before they pull the cards. But you did get a choice card, right? So it's all about the choices you're making, but you've been making the choices. So they want you to recognize that. You've been making your choices. You've already been doing it. And each time you've done it, it gets a little easier and easier. Okay, so it's a choice card, 19, the sun. But what this is showing me is you are literally making the choices to come into your power. So as long as you keep going along that path, keep making the choice to go into your power, it's not relevant to what anybody else has, does, sees, feels, thinks, or recognizes. It's all relevant to what is in you, because you know you're just different. We all come from different places, okay? So you know, you're surrounded from people of all walks of life, but they're not going to always have. So you keep searching for that external, what should I do? What should I do? But the answers are all right in here. So they just want you to keep choosing your inner knowing, keep choosing your guides, keep choosing your inner wisdom, because you have so much, and it's going to take you to where your joy truly is, even if there's like, I feel like there's like this shadowy curtain over it. You're like, I can see it. I can see what my joy is, but I can't quite grab it and I can't quite get it into full focus. And that's kind of what they're showing me, because it's just like right out of reach, you feel like, but you just got to make the decisions to really trust your inner guidance to get you there. Okay. And don't question that like at all. Because that's for you. It's not for anybody else. And what sucks is for people like me is we can't get a lot of our acknowledgments externally, right? We get a lot of people who say we're either crazy or what, or holy shit, that was mind blowing, but we can't go, look, I just saw this. I just felt this. Can you please tell me I'm right? Because everybody's going to be like, what? So that is really hard. It's really difficult. But once you start trusting your inner knowing and going right along with it, then looking for the synchronicities right after to clarify and solidify that, yes, you made the right decisions, you know, and then your power is going to keep going up and up. And that goes with the rings that they showed me, right? The energy rings. You are up leveling, you are shifting, you are changing your whole external vibrational output and being. And that's not always easy. Okay, they're recognizing that for you. It's not always easy, but they want you to keep going. All right, so trust your inner knowing. Nobody else's, because nobody's going to know for you. The angels, they know way more than we do. They can see way more than we can, and they've proven that to me several times, you guys. So, yep. Yes, girl, you got it. It's not as hard as we make it out to be. It's just because it's old habits. Okay, so it's like being a smoker. God, I don't know how many times I would hear, I can't quit smoking. I have too much stress. I have this coming up. I can't quit smoking. Those are all of our excuses and things that we hold on to. It's too hard. It can feel a little hard in the moment, right? But once you do it, and once you step out and go, I don't care what ego says, I don't care what the negative says, I'm going to do it anyways. actually rather easy, and it gets easier and easier and easier and easier each time we do that. Then we gain strength we didn't have before. Okay, but keep filling your cup, girl. Keep going, holy crap, I just did something good. And I want you to like really boast about yourself for that whole entire day. Like, haha, I knew that this was that. I listened to it and I'm so proud of it. Okay, so just start filling your cup. Start recognizing the shit ton of efforts you put in every day. And that's what they're showing me. Because you put in a lot of efforts every day and you're not seeing it because others don't have, like, they don't have the same efforts that you have to put in. It's just different areas. And so I want you to focus on that. Okay. Cool. Whoop, whoop. That was awesome, you guys. Didn't have a lot of live viewers, but that's okay. I had no notice I was going live on here. Got to figure out the whole YouTube thing. But this is my plan. I do plan on doing more lives on here. And I let the angels kind of push what I do. And I'm not generally somebody who's like, here's a tidbit, now come find me and pay me. I like to do these channeled healings. I like to do these channeled meditations on here. And I plan on doing more and more. Usually they'll have me channel like a guided meditation with videos, but today it was this. And so I'm really thankful for that. I really enjoyed being with you guys and seeing all of your beautiful faces, even the little blue and pink ones with no faces. But to meet up with you guys on here is really cool. If you have any questions, feel free to keep messaging for those that will see it in the future. Thank you guys. That was totally awesome. And the more subscribers I get, the better it will get. Oh, Pamela, you're welcome. I love you too. I hope it helped. I really felt like it was cool embodying the animals. So I encourage us all to use this one over and over again. Anytime we feel low, go into the woods with the animals, right? Call on one that needs to be with you. Simple as that. How awesome. So keep doing our work. Keep watching the videos. I'm thankful I got to be with you. Happy Earth Day, new moon in Taurus. Shifting now is 3:33. Woo woo. That's awesome. Yeah, more changes to come, but they're all positive. Oh, good. I'm glad it helped, Fran. You're welcome. Guys, keep your eyes peeled because like I said, I'm going to do more of these probably once a week, if not every 3 days. I might shoot for on here because they're really pushing me. They're like, come on, Bree, get on YouTube, get on YouTube. And I'm like, I got used to my small little Facebook. Aw, thanks, Martina. And I'm so glad you're here, girl, because I know you were not on YouTube recently. So thank you. Yeah, I'm going to keep going. We got this. And again, the more subscribers I get, I can do better video quality. Woo! So I look forward to that. So thank you all. For those of you watching in the future, this will be mighty helpful for you. So keep watching it. And let me know what animals you experienced. I'd love to hear that in the comments below. Thank you to those who came and seen me. Love you. And keep your eyes peeled. I will try to do a notification if you are subscribed. That way it lets us know. Aw, thank you. Yay! Martina, that's where the extra subscriber came from. Whoop, whoop. Pass it on, everybody, because the more subscribers I get, the more I can do on here. Because they like to say, well, not enough people watch you, so you're limited. Whatever. Because I know we're all important, right? So it will come. Yay. Thanks, you guys. I will be back soon, and I will try to do a notification. If I can't do one on here yet, it will be on my Facebook page, Juniper Blue Mystique, JVM. I do put them on there a lot. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Lots of love to everybody. Again, happy Earth, full moon, new beginnings day. Go manifest your magic, but do it from your highest vibration. See you later.